Professor Think a Lot. What are you doing?
Well, you know me, I'm always trying to figure out how things work and what they're for.
What's that you got right there?
I don't know. I can't figure out what this does or what it's used for.
Well, that's a very strange object.
I know, right? And I hate not knowing what stuff is for. Everything has a purpose. It has to be used for something. I just can't figure out what this thing does.
Do you really think so? That everything exists and has a purpose?
Yes, I do. It's true for every object that was created and for everything that people made, and it's true for everything that God made too.
What do you mean, really?
Well, everything God made has a purpose. Everything in the whole of creation works together in a careful balance so that our world can keep growing and producing and existing. And each person that God made has a very special purpose too.
You mean I have a purpose?
Yes, of course. God made you for a very specific reason and purpose.
Well, how do I know what that reason is and how do I discover the purpose for which God made me?
Well, there are two main ways that you can discover your purpose.
Ooh.
The first one is to read the instruction manual.
What? I have an instruction manual?
Yes, of course. Most things that are made have an instruction manual that we can see so that the person who made it tells us how it works and how we're supposed to use it. And in the same way, God gave us an instruction manual, the Bible. The Bible is the kind of instruction manual that teaches us how and why He made us.
Wow, I've never really thought of it that way.
Well, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? If we read and learn more about the Bible, then we get to know more about God, and it can teach us how to live our lives and the amazing purposes that God has for us.
You said there were two ways which I can discover my purpose. One being the Bible. What's the other way?
The other way is learning more about God and being in relationship with Him. The closer you are to God and the better you get to know Him, the more you will learn about your purpose.
I guess that makes sense. He is the one who made me. So I guess the only way to know more about me is through Him.
That's right. The Bible teaches us that we have a specific purpose for every single one of us. And it tells us that there are general things that all of us were created to do. And then God has a unique purpose just for you that He has given you that no one else in the whole world can really fulfill. When you let His Spirit lead you, you can discover about His special purpose for your life.
That's really exciting to know that I have a purpose. I have a purpose that I can discover what is it about.
Yes, isn't it wonderful? It's no use to have something if you don't know what it's for, then it's pretty much useless.
True.
But when you know what it's for and why and how it was created, then you can do incredible things with it. And the same is true for you.
Oh, so what are some of the things our instruction manual, the Bible, tell us about what purpose is?
Well, there are 5 main things that the Bible tells us that are our purpose that we'll discover over the next couple of weeks. So firstly, our purpose is to worship God and to make Him smile. He loves us, and our primary purpose is to love Him back. It makes God so happy when we worship and honor Him. Our second purpose is to be a part of God's family and to love other people. He created us to have a purpose all of our own, but also to find our purpose in community with other people. Our third purpose is to become more like Jesus. Jesus came to show us love and to help us to know how to live. He is our perfect example. Our fourth purpose is to serve God and others. We all have special talents, gifts, and abilities that we can use to make a difference in the world. Our fifth purpose is that we were created to share the good news of Jesus with others. We were called to show and tell others about God's amazing love.
Wow, that's amazing. All of that is my purpose.
Yes, all of that is your purpose. All of that is what you were made for.
The plans of the Lord stand firm forever. The purpose of His heart through all generations. The plans of the Lord stand firm forever. The purpose of His heart through all generations.
more about each of our purposes over the next few weeks. In the meantime, we'd better get back to trying to figure out what's going on with this thing. See you guys next week.